Hi guys, this is Teddy and welcome back to episode 9 of my Shipwreck survival series. I got the episode number right this time. Today I'm going to do quite a few different things. Obviously next episode we are doing a download and I want to get a couple more builds in place before that happens. So I've been busy between episodes kind of planning a couple of bits out. I've got myself set up for a water tower kind of going here, because it seemed like quite a good spot for one to go. It's kind of behind the villager building. And over here, I'm planning on putting in a wood/sawmill, because that'll be quite a cool little build as well. Then the idea behind this one is we're going to have a staircase coming up here, going into the top floor, and below we can have a nice amount of storage for all our woods. And this is actually going to be my proper wood storage. It's not just going to be something that's there. It's going to be actually proper storage. And I've got one other thing to show you as well that I found while I was mining. And that one other thing is right above me. As you can see, we have a spawner. This one is a zombie spawner. So what I'm planning on doing is I'm going to rip this floor out of it. I am going to make it into a drowned farm. Now, this should be relatively easy. I only dropped this thing down 3 blocks. I need to put one more layer of blocks back in place. Words are difficult. And then what we need to do is kind of trail the zombies up over the top and then back down onto this side. And I'm going to run down a water stream that has a couple of cobwebs kind of stuck in the middle of it, so they're guaranteed to turn into drowns on the way down. I'm then going to feed them into a trident killer to kill them off, and we can just stand back and watch the XP come in and get ourselves a ton of rotten flesh, a load of gold, and nautica shells, and whatever else they got. So that'll be cool. And also, as you guys can see, we got a slime chunk or two down here. So I'm going to map out some slime chunks down here. And I'm going to make a slime farm down here as well. I'm not going to make it a big one. I'm just going to make it a little one. But I need to map it out and figure out where these guys are spawning. And get some slabbing in the area done for the parts of the area that are not going to be the slime farm. Now I'm thinking, because this is pretty much on 0 on the Z. This is the 0 for Z. That is the area where they keep spawning in, and that's around about 16. So it's inside the first chunk, which is kind of cool, and it's going to be quite simple to dig this one out. So I'm going to get on with that as well. I'm just going to kill these guys off. You're in the way. You're in the way. Go away. Go away. Go away. And go away. Thank you. Slime for days. Seriously, give me slime for days. They keep spawning in, and it's like the only slime chunk in this small area. So, gonna get the slime farm built. Gonna get a zombie farm built, turn it into a drown farm, and then we're gonna do a bit of work outside on our water tower and our sawmill. So, let me get a bit of preparation done, guys, and I will come back to you guys when I'm ready to start building. Alrighty, so some time has passed and I've done a stream, and during that stream I decided I would go ahead and build the slime farm, and this is what I came up with. This is a pretty basic setup. Got a couple of snow golems because we're in the correct biome for snow golems, but as you guys can see, we have got 2 fully functioning slime farms, which is awesome. I just fell down the bottom. That's not what we want to do. I do need a bit more mob proofing around the outside edges. I'm also tempted to cut the corners of these things in so they're on the bias rather than being straight cut, because this dude here, he seems to be a little bit lost and he's trying to go the other way. You're going the wrong way, mate. The snow column's up there. Don't care. Okay, good talk. Anyway, that's that done. And I got that done simply because that can be running while we're doing this. So I want to start pulling the bottom of this floor out of here. Obviously, I need to extend the floor out as well. And I haven't taken the chests away yet. That was clever. I'm quite liking this idea as well, because it means I get a bit more mossy cobblestone as well, which is always good. Always good. Because we're going to need some mossy cobble for one of our projects that's coming up in the very, very near future. So we're doing the classic spawner setup with this one, guys. And this is 1, 2, 3, 4. Beautiful. And then 1, 2, 3. Yeah, one more wall comes out as well. So let me finish digging this out and I'll come back to you. Alrighty, so I've got the digging in place. I'm not going to change anything about the inside of this thing. I might come and steal the ores at some point, but for now, I'm going to leave this pretty much as is. The only bit we're going to be seeing is what's on the outside anyway, and this looks pretty good with the polished andesite going on. So what the idea behind this farm is, obviously we're going to sweep the zombies from this side over to here into a channel. They're then going to go up a little way, probably from this block here, and then we're going to push them along a little bit, and then we're going to bring them down somewhere around about here, and that's going to be where our kill chamber is. So we can AFK literally in the middle here and have the slime farm active, as well as having our zombie farm active as well. So I'm now going to continue on with my digging and my replacing of blocks, and I'll cut back to you guys when the farm is actually virtually done. Alrighty, so I've been AFK for, oh, hello. I've been AFK for about 10 minutes now. Oh, hello again. And we've got ourselves quite a bit of decent stuff together already. As you can see, the babies do have issues staying in the Trident Killer. But other than that, this farm's actually producing really well. We're getting quite a lot of decent gold armor. We're getting some leather stuff, some swords, random carrot from a zombie villager, and we got ourselves a little bit of gold coming through as well. I've been going for about 10 minutes on this farm. That is all I've been AFK for, and I've half filled the first double chest already. That's pretty impressive, guys. And let's just see what we get. XP wise, nearly enough to fix the pickaxe. Nearly enough to fix the pickaxe. That's pretty good, guys. So I'm going to head upstairs. Let's turn that off, and I'll leave you guys to despawn. Also check the slime farm while I'm here as well, because that's been obviously producing at the same time. Wow. That's OP. I'm not going to need to AFK down here very often. This one's a bit slower, because this one's probably just about outside of our range. But this one, oh my goodness. Look how much slime we've got. We've got nearly we've got 16 stacks nearly in that chest. And then we've got another 3.5 stacks in that chest on top of that. So we've got nearly 20 stacks. Guys, nearly 20 stacks of slime from me building that, which is really quite cool. So anyway, let me quickly run upstairs and I'll show you what I have got set up. So as we come up, you'll see that the location for the water tower has moved. I've decided I want to build a windmill on this island as well, and the windmill eventually will be going in this spot here. And to make sense of having a windmill over here, we're going to have a lot of hay bales and wheat fields and that sort of good stuff. So the water tower is now going to be here, dead center of the town, sort of. So that makes more sense to me as to have it there, because I do believe that that's where you'd logically put it. If you had one in the middle of a town, it would make sense. Also put in spaces for a big smelter to go here alongside our Blacksmith Forge, which will be an open fenced in forge with like a little work area next door to it. And this brings me on to why I was leading the mossy cobblestone, because I'm going to make the floor of this thing out of mossy cobblestone. And I'm going to make the underfloor of this one out of mossy cobble as well, because I think it's a really good looking block and it really fits the medieval style of building. So I need to get my materials together. I'm going to start with the water tower, and I'll see you guys in just a little bit when I got a bit of progress to show you. Right, so a little bit of time has now passed, and I did kind of get a bit too far into the build, and I may have finished it mostly. I've got to do a bit underneath still, but it's coming along really quite nice, and I'm very, very happy with how it looks. And I can't fly. Oh, maybe I can. Straight into a fence. But yeah, if I fly up and fly from this side as well, it's looking pretty good. And I've actually filled it with water as well, so it's got water in it. So we actually get a little bit of drippage coming from up here, hopefully. Hopefully, maybe. But yes, it's done. And I'm going to cut away, get the last few bits in place down here, and I'll come back to you when it is finished. Alrighty, so I have actually finished putting in the last little bits of our water tower. Now we've got a little bit of a drop chute to drain the water from up there into our little collection reservoir, and we've got a friendly little guy grabbing himself a drink of water while we're at it as well, which is really cool. And I got a few lanterns in here, and it looks really nice in here. So also what I've been doing, yeah, I got busy. I put the Blacksmith Forge in as well. And I've got a couple of paintings up for him, and he's working on a shovel right now. It's good for him. But yeah, we've got some tools in place. We've got a nice little workbench here. I need to set up a couple of anvils here at some point, but I'm kind of short on the iron right now, so I can't really do that at this point in time. But this is our Blacksmith Forge. It's just basic one. It's got campfire underneath the lava to make the smoke come up, but it looks really good, and there might be one or two more touches I want to put into this thing, but I'm not completely sure yet what we're going to do. So as for now, this is done, and it does look really quite cool. Next job for me to do today is I've got a location set up for the smelter as previously stated, but first I want to work on this. I would like to get the sawmill in next, which is going to be quite a big build. And this one may end up looking slightly different to the rest of the builds we have going on in the area, but it should be pretty good still. So I'm going to crack on. I have got my materials on me and a load of mess on me as well. So yeah, I'm going to start on the bottom level. I'm going to literally start by digging out the floor and replacing it with some torches and some mossy cobblestone slabs. And I'll cut back to you guys when there's a bit to show off. So I've been quite busy off camera, and things are coming along quite nicely now. As I said, I was going to make this my proper wood storage. So down here we've got storage for all our different types of wood. I need to put a few more chests in. We're a bit short on the chest front still, because I want to at least double up on each single set of chests here. But as you can see, we've got oak and birch in the corner here, so this will be the oak chest here. We've got birch, acacia goes there, and we've got jungle, we've got spruce, we've got dark oak, and we've got every type of wood, which is awesome, guys. And I've got a little couple of wood piles out here because, you know, they kind of need to be there. And if we come over here, I've done upstairs a little bit as well. We've got ourselves a little bit of a sawmill thing going on, which I'm not sure is finished yet. I might do something else once I get the roof on this thing, which is in fact the next job we've got to do. But overall, I'm very happy with the progress we're seeing so far on this build. It looks a bit different to the other style of building we've got going on. A little bit, not massively different. And it'll look even less different by the time I finish the roof. So I'm going to get the roof on this thing, and I'll cut back to you when I am done. So things have now been completed for you guys, and it's looking pretty good, guys. I have to say, for myself, it does look pretty spectacular. Obviously it's going to look a lot better once we get the pathworks in and we get the smelter built and all that good stuff, but for now it's looking really quite nice. I've got a couple of armor stands. This dude's missing pants and shoes, but I don't have the chain variety right now, so we're going to have to wait for that, because I'm not making any more armor of the iron variety, because I don't have the iron for making it, which is also why I'm decorating these guys in gold, because I have tons of that from the drowned farm. But it looks pretty good. This guy we got loading up the sawmill here. This dude is operating the saw, which is awesome. We got logs going in, we got planks coming out, and it looks really quite nice. Got a couple of spare axes up there in case I need to hand chop anything. And when I get some more plant pots, we're going to put plant pots on here as well, with some cacti or something in there to make it look a bit prettier. And overall, yeah, as I said, it's looking really good. I do need to do something, make it look pretty. I might just do coarse dirt around the outside of it. I don't know. But I kind of, that brings me on to this area over here. I know either I need to bring this land up to match what we've got going on up here, or I need to start dropping it down as soon as we get past this bit here, because it's kind of going to have a road come along here, and it's going to be kind of difficult to try and figure out what we're going to do with that bit. But I don't need to worry about that right now. What I need to worry about now is building a smelter and just doing a bit more general tidying up. Now, I've got a couple of bits in my pocket which I'm going to use for tidying up. I need to bring the path through, obviously, as stated, but I kind of had enough of these two down here not being dressed. So what I've done, I've got myself some leather armor, and I have dyed it. So this dude, he's been wearing some shiny pink, well, it's actually red dyed armor, but it turns out pink when you enchant it. But it still looks really quite cool. He looks like he's about to go for a swim. And the other one, we've got a nice bit of white dyed stuff for a pair of pajamas for this guy in here, who I still haven't given an item to yet. He's just stretching, he's just woken up, so he's fine. There we go, he's wearing pajamas, he's all good to go. And that's pretty much where I'm going to leave you guys for now. I need to get something for this guy. I might do Dyson blue armor for him. That'd be kind of cool. And the next thing we're going to be moving on to today, guys, is I'm going to build us a little bit of smelter up by the Blacksmith Forge. And I'm going to use mostly andesite, I've decided, for this one. Not the polished variety, but the regular stuff. So this is just the marker for where I'm going to put it. Let me grab my A chest out. And we've got our stone bolts here. We've got quite a decent amount of andesite still available to use. Those walls might come in handy as well. Let's grab ourselves a crafting bench. And our stone cutter. Now, the plan for this is it's going to have a single block in the middle. Like so. We're going to put our campfire in the bottom of that, because we want a little bit of smoke coming up through the top of the smelter. And then we're going to have a lava on top of that. And the way I'm kind of planning this about is I need a few slabs to demonstrate what I'm going to do here. As well as using a few blocks. So I want to put a slab there. And then we're going to have solid all the way around. Just like so. Then we're going to put our lava bucket in the top of that. Lovely. And now that's going to be our main part of our smelter. So we're going to build this up now. And then on top of the top, we're going to have stair blocks on top of there, just to denote the fact that we've got the smelter going on. And then over here, down the front, I'm going to put stairs on these stairs. These are stairs. Grab the stairs out, lovely jubbly. Don't need the shovel right now, so we'll get rid of the shovel. We're going to have kind of a stair thing going on here like so. And we're going to have solid blocks there, and then we'll put another stair block upside down there. And that's going to be the kind of open part of the smelter. Then we just kind of need to build it up and kind of round it off a little bit. So I'm going to do some work on that, and I'll come back to you guys once I have got it mostly in place. Alrighty, so I've got the smelter in place. I said I was going to get it mostly in place, but I've managed to finish it rather quickly, so I've just gone ahead and finished it. I decided the stair blocks up here were not what I was looking for, but I did put the stair blocks on there as a chimney cap. And overall, I think this thing looks pretty good. Now, I've fenced it in to like kind of denote the fact that you don't want people randomly wandering in here. And I've also given access into the forge as well. I might just put mossy cobblestone between the two of these, just to denote the fact that you can get through between the two, or maybe even make the fences come out and across so they're actually connected in rather than being separate like that, because I think it would be a better idea. Yep, actually, we're not going to discuss it. We're just going to do it because it makes more sense that way to do it. So that one can go there like so. I need to get my stuff back out again because Teddy's being clever and put everything away. It's not very clever at all in reality, is it? But whatever, it's fine. And then this one, yeah, come around there like that. And we've got an entrance into our forge from our smelter. And we can have an entrance into the smelter as well from here. Now with this, I also attempted to put a bit of cobble coming out a little bit further. And maybe even extend the path out like that. Just because it'll make it look a little bit better. And yeah, I think that's going to work. But I'm also out of mossy cobblestone at this point in time, so I'm going to have to go source a bit more of that. So I will cut away so you haven't got to keep watching me do running to and from the ship, because that's where my mossy cobblestone is currently stored. And I'll cut back to you once I've got the mossy in place and I've done a couple of other bits. Alrighty, so a couple more changes have now been made. I've extended this out just a little bit further. I decided the cut off was kind of pointless, so we've actually opened the space up a bit here. I'll put another workbench in place here, and I got myself an armor stand with a dude. He's actually smelting himself some iron at this point in time. And to be honest, that's probably about the only way I can afford iron anyways. So that's pretty much how we're going to do it. This armor actually came from my end raid gear. I forgot I had all of that. So that was very useful. I've got him set up in nice shiny iron gear. And with that, guys, having how much has been done today, I do believe I am going to wrap up the episode around about there. I hope you guys have enjoyed today's episode. It's been a really long one on my part. It's been a little bit short your end maybe, but for me it's been a very, very long episode, and I've done a lot of work in it. So I hope you've enjoyed it. If you have enjoyed it, hit that like button, and if you really loved it, hit that subscribe button, and I'll see you guys next time. Thanks so much for watching. Bye bye for now.